Okay, today I'm going to do the penny stove versus the aluminum bottle stove. This is the BatchStovez BS 2.0. It has 15 jets. I did a video before showing the strength of the conical design and the ability of this to support my weight. I got a lot of negative comments about that, and I think people really want to see just a boil test. This is just your basic penny stove. It has 16 jets and it's about an inch high, I guess. I'm going to be using heat gas line antifreeze, and I'm going to be using 1 ounce, and I'm going to be using the small Amusa mugs, and 2 cups of water, and 1 ounce of fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and fuel them up. These are 1 ounce fuel bottles. I suspect that these stoves will have similar boil times. I'm not sure. I've got a primer pan here. I'm going to put a little primer around for the penny stove. It's not necessary with the bottle stove, but it's definitely necessary for the penny stove. Also, for the penny stove, I'm going to be using an external pot stand, because the penny stove, if you just set the pot on top, it'll just go out. So I'm going to be using an external pot stand also. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to light both of these, and whenever they bloom, I'm just going to go ahead and put the pots on, and I'll start the timer when the last one blooms and the last pot's on. I'll go ahead and start the timer. So they're both lit. Not quite all the jets are lit over here. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the pot on. This is just tap water, so it's fairly cold. You can see the condensation on the pots. So the penny stove, it blooms quite a bit quicker. You can see the batch stoves is starting to bloom. You can move that over a little bit. Ooh, it's kind of hot. Alright, all the jets are lit. I'm going to go ahead, this one doesn't need a pot stand, I'm going to go ahead and put it on, and I'm going to start the timer. Hope you can see that between there. Yeah, looks like we can see it. Alright, so now it's just wait and see which one boils first. And turn the light out and see if we can get a flame pattern for both of them. You can see the aluminum bottle stove, the flames kind of come up the side because it's really a little bit too big for the small Amusa mug. I sell the kit with the BS 1.0. It's a little bit smaller diameter stove. It's better suited for this small Amusa mug. This one will work. It takes a little longer to boil than the BS 1.0 with this mug, just because of the flame pattern, but it will work. I chose this for the test because it's about the same diameter as the penny stove. I was trying to keep everything equal. I suspect that the aluminum bottle stove, the BS 2.0, should be around 5.5 minutes or so to boil. 2 cups of water should be between 5 and 6 minute range. The penny stove, I have no idea. I suspect it'll be similar. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I suspect it'll be similar to the aluminum bottle stove as far as boil times. I know there are different variations on the penny stove, different heights, I guess. You could make it a little bit taller. This one holds 1 ounce of fuel. You could probably make it a little bit taller if you wanted to. I don't know that it would change the boil time that much. Probably wouldn't have any effect on it. BatchStovez is forming bubbles at the top now. Starting to come to a slow boil. Wouldn't say it's rigorous, but it's slowly boiling. The penny stove is just now starting to form bubbles at the top. Not a lot, a few. And the BatchStovez is boiling. Wow. And the penny stove is trying, but it's not there yet. I would say that that's fairly rigorous boil right there. And now here the penny stove starting to make some noise. And I suspect that the BatchStovez the 2.0 will probably run about 8 minutes before it gives out. I'm not sure how long the penny stove will run. I'm not sure when it's going to boil. We're at 7 minutes now. Alright, looks like the BatchStovez went out, and before the penny stove actually even boiled. So yeah, the BatchStovez is definitely out, and you're starting to hydrate your food, while your buddy over here with the penny stove is still waiting for his to boil. Just an observation. I think he's starting to get ready. He's starting to slow boil now. And I guess we're boiling now. At about 8:30 we're boiling. So there you have it. Penny stove versus Batch Stove's aluminum bottle stove. It's definitely stronger, and it'll definitely boil water quicker. Let's see how long the penny stove boils. Now remember, this was 2 cups of water. I know there's a lot of videos out there with people, and if you only use 1 cup of water, well, your boil time will probably be halved, I would say, around probably the 3.5 minute mark. But 2 cups, I usually use 2 cups when I'm in the woods. I like to have a hot beverage and a hot meal, especially if it's cool outside. You know, some people might just want a beverage. I mean, just want water for a meal and drink a cool beverage, but I like to have a hot beverage. So I usually boil minimum 2 cups of water, and I usually use you know, an ounce of fuel per meal. And there we go, 11:17. The penny stove is out. So there you have it, folks. Penny stove versus the aluminum bottle stove, the BatchStovez BS 2.0. I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to comment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.